When I was in 8th grade, I decided to stay out later than my mom told me I could because all of my friends were allowed to stay out later than me. We were having fun and I didn't want me having to go home to prevent that from continuing. Often when people face negative consequences from their actions, they say, "It happened to me." Some things in life do just happen to us. Maybe your screen gets cracked, your school bus broke down, you got injured trying to score the game-winning shot. Other times, what happens to us is a result of something that we chose for ourselves. You got an A on that test because you studied really hard, or you failed a class because you chose not to do the homework. You got the lead or the solo because you were brave enough to work hard and try out. Or maybe you didn't get a part at all because you chose to not show up prepared. You didn't get in trouble because you decided to skip that party you weren't allowed to attend. Or you got grounded because you chose to go and break the rules. While we ultimately decide what we do or don't do, our friends can influence us and lead us to make good or bad choices as well. Maybe you have a friend who told you to cheat on a test, or encouraged you to stay out later than you were supposed to, or you helped lie to your parents, or maybe they just pushed you to try something for the first time, or encouraged you to leave someone out of a group text, or convinced you to do that one thing you swore you would never do. And sure, it was ultimately your decision to do it, but you had a friend who was pushing you there every step of the way. We're all going to be influenced by our friends. So how do we surround ourselves with friends who will lead us to make choices that are wise, choices that are good and healthy for us? A lot of middle schoolers go to Google, YouTube, their parents, or their friends for advice. But there's also another place that offers great advice on friendship: the Bible. Solomon, who was one of the wisest people who ever lived, had advice about friendship, and we can read that advice in the book of Proverbs found in the Bible. It says, "The righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray." Righteous people do the right thing and make wise decisions that focus on what's best for them and others. They make choices that follow the way that God wants us to live. Righteous people carefully choose friends who help them stay on the right path. Sometimes we're just friends with people we're around, classmates, teammates, small group members, friends from church. And sometimes we feel like we don't have a lot of friends to choose from at all. Choosing real friends might require asking, is this friend good for me right now? Or is their influence moving me towards the best for me? As Solomon stated, the wicked lead you astray. The righteous people make good and healthy decisions. Wicked people make bad decisions that often lead to trouble. The more time we spend with someone who is trouble, the more trouble we'll likely find ourselves in. Who we choose to be friends with matters because they speak into our lives and influence our decisions. Be wise about the friends that you choose. We all have different types of friends. Our inner circle includes 1 or 2 friends who are closest to us. The next circle of friends includes good friends who are a part of our bigger friend group. And the outer circle of friends includes people who we aren't as close to, but we hang out with them in our classes, neighborhoods, teams, or at church. While all of our friends matter, those in our inner circle have the most potential to influence us. So we can be wise about the friends that we choose by 1, choosing our real friends carefully. For your inner circle of friends, pick a few people who have proven themselves trustworthy and consistent and who will help you make wise choices. Spending time with your real friends. That doesn't mean you can't be with friends with other people, but spend a lot of time with your real friends, the ones who will influence you towards good things and encourage you towards God's best for your life. Be wise about the friends that you choose. As you leave today, I want you to think about this. Who's one close friend who influences your life right now?